Here is question number 7. A group consists of 10 men, 12 boys and 11 girls. In how many ways can a committee of 4 members be selected so that there will be at least 1 man, 1 girl and 1 boy? Okay, so 10 men are there, 12 boys are there, 11 girls, and you need at least a man, at least a girl, at least a boy. And you need 4 members, so there is 1 more member needed. So one way of doing it is, either I take 2 men out of 10 men, 1 boy out of 12, 1 girl out of 12, or I take 1 man but 2 boys out of 12 and 1 girl out of 11, or I take 1 boy, 1 man, and I take 2 girls. So one way is that I solve all of them and I get the answer. That is one of the ways. Of course, slightly difficult. 10C2 is 45, then into 12 into 11, plus 10C1 is 10, 12C2 will be equal to 66 into 11, plus 10C1 is 10 into 12 into 11C2 will be equal to 55. So one way is that I solve with this part. I mean, I take something common and I solve it. This will give me the answer. Second, some of you might be thinking, why can't we straight away do this? That let's select a man, that is 10C1. Let's select a boy, 12C1. Let's select a girl, 11C1. There were 33 people, 10 plus 12 plus 11, 33 people. 3 have been selected, 30 people are left. Select one guy out of the 30, that is giving you the answer straight away. But that's a very common mistake that many people make. The answer should be half of it, right? I'll tell you the reason. Why are we doing this? I'm just doing it over here. Taking a small example. Let us say there are 2 boys, A and B. There are 2 girls, C and D, right? And let's take this small example only. By this only you would understand. Question says we have to select 3 people and I need at least a boy, at least a girl. I have 2 boys, I have 2 girls. I need at least 1 boy and at least 1 girl, and 3 people are needed. So can I do that? Let's take a boy out of the 2. Then let's take a girl out of the 2. Out of the remaining 2 people now, let's take 1 person. So 2 into 2 into 2, 8 will be my answer. This is one answer that you might get. But if I ask you, just count your number of cases. One of the ways is you select A and C, one of the ways is you select A and D, one of the ways you select B and C, one of the ways you select B and D. Actually, your answer should be 4, half of it, right? Where are you going wrong? When you select one person out of the 2 boys, it can be A, it can be B. When you select one person out of the 2 girls, it can be C, it can be D, right? Now, when you select one person out of the remaining 2, when you select A as a boy, C as a girl, then the third person can be B or D. Similarly, when you select A as a boy, D as a girl, the third person can be B or C. When you select B as a boy, C as a girl, right? B as a boy, C as a girl, I'm making it in another color. Then you can take the third person as A or D, and you will see some cases would be repeated. B, C, A. Isn't this case same as A, C, B? See, this case has been repeated twice. B, C, D. Isn't this case repeated here when you take B, D, C over here? So some of the cases gets repeated, and because of that we make mistakes, and therefore we have to half the total number of cases. So here, if I solve it and I half it, that will also give me the right answer, and the right answer is 19800. By solving it, you can easily get it. 10 into 12 into 11 into 2 cancels out 12. So basically it is 10, right? It comes out to be 6, it is 11 and 30. So 10 into 6, 60 into 11, 660, 660 into 30 is 19800. That gives us the right answer. I would rate this question also as an easy question. Anyone who would have prepared for permutation and combination will be able to do this question fast enough, because as I told you, it's a very common mistake. When we study this, most of the times teacher tell us about such questions that this is a very common mistake, always stay away from this. So that's the right answer for this question, 19800.